got all these standards in her individual lessons. So if she wants like an overview of what standards she's used and when she used them, on what dates, on what lessons, how many times, if she wants to see what standards she has not used. And for you guys, what you want to do to check all these things is you want to go to your standards tracker. So your standards tracker is up here in your nav bar. So you just click that. And then here is the standards tracker. So over here are the courses that you have in your plan book over here on the left. It will list out all of your classes you have in your plan book. So these are all the classes that she has. So the classes that you want to show up over here on the right to track the standards of that class, you want to make sure that it's blue. Those are the ones that are selected. So I could look at all these at the same time if I wanted. Just make sure all of them are in blue. That means they're selected. But let's say that I'm just looking at the 7th period or 7R periods 1 and 4. So this is the class that I want to track the standards for. So I'm just going to deselect these. And then below that, below the courses are the actual standard sets. So these are the sets that this teacher used in her plan book. So if you've only used, so let's say you're like I was a 9th grade US history teacher in Iowa. So in my plan book, I might have only had that set. So 9th grade, Iowa, US history, 9th grade. But she used these 3 sets. So whatever sets you've used, that's what's going to show up here. And so now I want to select which sets I want to track for this class. So I just want to track, it's going to track what's in blue. So I want to track my grade 7 and she's in Florida. So these are the English Language Arts grade 7 that I'm tracking for this class. So over here on the right, this is where you can see them all. So listed on the left, these are all of the standards. And if you scroll down, you'll see all of them. And then over on the right, this is where it tells you how many times that standard has been used and in what lessons. So if we just look at this first standard here, analyze the impact of setting on character development and plot in a literary text. So this standard was used in 25 lessons, and these are all of the individual lessons that standard was used in. So you can actually go back and click into those lessons if you want to and see what you did or what you taught when you were teaching that standard. So I could go into March 30th here and it will pull up that lesson. And then you just go back to get back to your standards tracker. And then as you scroll down, you can see all the standards that you've taught and on what lessons. So like this one here has been taught in 4 lessons on these dates. Again, you can click right into those lessons right from here. And then you can copy and paste anything from these lessons if you're building new lessons and you're just referring back to these. And I'm going to just go back to my standards tracker. Okay, so the other option that you have over here is to filter your standards. So you can hide the standards that you've covered. So this is really good if you're, planning all your standards out for the year, or all of your lessons out and you have your standards in all of your lessons and you're towards the end of the year and you just want to see, okay, what standards haven't I covered yet, to make sure that you get to those. So you can click this to hide the ones that have already been covered. So now over here, you can see that all of these standards are 0 out of 1, meaning they haven't been used in any of the lessons in this plan book yet. And then you just deselect it to unhide them. And then that's pretty much it. So you have all these options over here if you want to look at more than one class at the same time. Like if you want to look at all of your classes together, you can. It's really customizable to pull up